Okay, so how did I start making out anthropomorphic characters? Animals are easier to draw, and also they're more relatable because anyone can relate to a fox or a grumpy rat. And if I draw a very specific person, it will only be relatable to a very specific person. And how do I decide on their characteristics? It's quite natural. It just comes out on its own. I usually start by drawing something, like for example this Manivald and Thomas, all these characters. I would just draw them, and then it's kind of in their face. You kind of see what they're like. And most of my characters, I started out by making this kind of one picture comics on which I was posting on Facebook and so on. And I was, in a way, just exploring the characters that way. I would draw something and I would think like, okay, what can happen to them? And it's just naturally their character comes out, The Animateka poster, Chris wrote to me and said that he would like to have birds because I used to be a bird animator and I used to have even this goal for my life that I will become like some sort of ornithological animator. But I don't like birds anymore. I'm into animals now. So I decided to find a way how to combine them. And then, but also I didn't really have an idea what to draw. So I kind of, when I was doing some sketches and trying out things, I kind of ended up drawing the things which I have seen in Animateka, which means people. Oh yeah, like people drunk under the table and coffee, which actually I think it's mostly beer in the coffee cups, but I try to make it like family friendly, so. The process. The process is here. I first draw on A5 printing paper with a pencil, Faber-Castell 6B. And then this is how I used to work. But yeah, I would then shoot it with a digital camera and color it in Photoshop. And that's also a little bit is connected to the monochrome look because the way to make it look good, it just looks better when it's monochrome, and it ended up being pink. But about the question, will it always be pink? Like I said before about the birds, that I thought that I'm going to be an ornithological animator with a huge anthology of bird films, and then 2 days later I changed everything. So I think it kind of answers that. And also, as a little secret, I can tell that I'm together with my partner Draško. We are right now writing a feature film, and it's going to have giallo elements. So there's going to be some green and blue in there. Mm-hmm. The feature film is right now in the stage still of writing, but now we've been doing that for 2 years, so now we're getting ready to start development. That means making animatic, and through the animatic to work on the script further, because a feature film, it's like you cannot make it as fast and easy as a short one. When I was a teenager, I was a big fan of Balzac, and one thing which I really liked about Balzac was how he creates this universe where you read one book and there is a small side character somewhere that appears once, and then you read another book and suddenly that character is the main character and the other character is a small side character, which in a strange way makes you feel that it's all real, because it must be real, they're interconnecting, So it's something I guess I wanted to repeat in my films. And but also in a natural way, like always when I'm developing new characters, I just want to know where they can go. So with Manivald, we just had this wolf character as some sort of distraction. this very sexy plumber. And but afterwards, I started to think like, okay, but who is he? And why is he doing the things he's doing? But also about your question about his sexy tail. This is Moneyworld was such a very calm story. So afterwards, I wanted to make something more crazy, and I really like Russ Meyer films. So he's this American hero of sexploitation from the 70s, and so I just wanted to make a kind of a parody of that genre. So it made sense. So Russ Meyer was into boobs. Since Thomas is a man, so it had to be his butt or his tail.
Hey there, sweetheart. Oh, hello, cowboy.
How do I build my female characters? Well, I just don't want them to be boring. And Moneyworld's mother, in some way, is inspired by my grandmother. But somehow in the process, my grandmother was in some way almost like today she could be some sort of strong female, whatever. She had no husband and 3 sons. So I wanted Moneyworld's mother to also have this tough quality, but also at the same time that she can relax. And even in the early versions, we had this idea that she has some space cake at home, and that's what Moneyworld is eating. But later we took it out. And in Thomas, the wife character, in the beginning, we even didn't have her as this kind of strong character who's going into slaves and stuff. But then it felt really wrong, and she felt so weak next to Thomas. So we had to make her more strong, more equal. And I'm also a female director, so it kind of it makes sense. I cannot make a thing where the female character is just boring. Oh, and I can tell a little story also about the wife character and the slaves. This is actually inspired by real life, because I have this friend who, long time before the film, she was telling me how she doesn't know how to clean her apartment. But she then found out about this very clever scheme that there are men who are willing to pay you to clean your apartment. All you have to do is be mean to them. So she was just doing that. She would even while they were on the way to her place to clean her apartment, she would call them and say, "Bring champagne." So that was also a bit of an inspiration for Thomas's wife.
Hello? You needed some fixing?
Hello, handsome.
Yeah, the reason why absinthe rabbits are drinking absinthe, it's very ridiculous, but I guess a lot of things in life are. It's because when I started out making these drawings, I only had a few pens, and one of them was green. This is real. So I was drawing, at first there were not rabbits, there were some birds who were drinking something green. And at first I thought it's crème de menthe, but that's kind of hard to pronounce and it's not very memorable. So it became absinthe. It's just
that.
It's just how it is.
Okay, thank you.